everybody. It's the Weedkend Show podcast. I'm Marvin Weisman. This is my buddy Sar. Say hello, Sar.
What's up, guys?
Sup? Today, but we're going to get really happy because we've been drinking this beautiful beer, Calaca beer, made in Mexico. And it's got a nice little punch of THC for you, baby. So we're going to talk to my friend, founder of Calaca Beer. And Jimmy, welcome to the Weedkend Show.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much for having me here. It's a real honor to be with you guys.
No, thanks for being here. Where are we? Where are we today?
We're in Mexico City now, in Condesa, in a friend hotel. It's actually pretty cool. It's like an Airbnb, but it's all designed by him. It's really
it's
nice.
420 friendly.
Yeah, actually, it's.
And we're basically right in front. Like, there's a park called Parque
España.
Parque España, yeah.
And we're like right on it.
Yeah.
So it's a really good location. It's really nice here. If you guys ever come to Mexico, check it out. But yeah, we're here. What can you also let us know a little bit about? Let's start by that. What do you do? What do we have here?
We work in marketing. We have an agency, but we do like beer, and so we start doing our beer for us because we get tired of the commercial beers that we have here in Mexico. Even though that we have a nice assortment of international beers and also artisanal beers, but the problem with the artisanal beer here in Mexico is the quality is not very standardized, so you can get it very nice at the first time, the second time, and the third time is not going to be good enough. So we get tired of that, so we decided to create our own beer.
How long have you been a brewmaster?
5, 6, or maybe 10 years. I don't really know, but officially like for 5 years.
Okay.
And we started doing with IPA. Actually, that was our first recipe. Then we create
drinking?
No, that's
you change it up, yeah.
That's the New England IPA we're gonna do there. Actually, we are not testing today having the IPA.
What are we having today?
We are gonna have the blonde.
We already had the blonde.
Yeah, we already have the blonde ale
with those fucking great tacos, man.
Yeah, it was 4.5 alcohol.
Okay.
Then we got the New England IPA called Napa. There's a very few makers of Napa in Mexico. I haven't tried like two beers in Mexico.
Okay.
That style is delicious one. Is from East Coast, and it's an IPA with a lot of tropical hints. Fruits and notes behind.
No, and the aftertaste.
Yeah, the aftertaste is
just
so
smelling the beer.
Yeah,
it's like wow.
The nose actually for me is the best beer we ever made in the nose.
Nose wise, smell wise, it's crazy. It's
passion
unbelievable.
Fruit, it's mango, it's lychee, it's everything inside with a very high level of alcohol, almost 7%, and then you get a 45% of IBUs is the index of bitterness, which is pretty much compared with the blonde ale, the crazy blonde, which is 25.
Okay.
So you get the difference. Actually, the nose is divorced from the taste. When you smell it, you say, "Oh, this is like a juice or whatever." But when you taste it, oh, this is real shit, man. And then we are gonna have now the green marble, which is almost 9% alcohol, with 90% IBUs, which is very strong, very hempies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Very, very hoppy. And also with a THC extra kick.
And how much THC does each bottle contain?
A lot. Let's say a lot.
But we were talking like 30 milligrams per bottle?
Yeah.
Per bottle? Okay.
It's quite enough too.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Actually, I met Jimmy the other day. We have a very good friend in common, which is actually where we are. This is Simon's Hotel in the city, and it's very special here. It's a 420 friendly hotel, and once we're legal here in Mexico, it's going to be part of the 420 touristic stops, and it's very, very right in the heart of the city. And this is why we're doing this. It's not an unboxing. This is a cata. How do you say cata in English? I don't know. Well, forget it. Look it up in Google.
Actually, it's a beer tasting.
It's like a wine tasting, but it's a beer tasting. There you go. It's a tasting. That's the word I was looking for.
Cut me there. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Yeah, that happens. It's not easy.
It's probably the beer that we're drinking with THC that I was already
It's good.
about.
No, and the other day he came over. I tried the beer, and I said, you know what? We have to redo this whole beer tasting in front of the camera for all our friends because it's very special. I got very high. He doesn't even consume marijuana. That's the most amazing thing. Jimmy doesn't smoke weed, but he knows the benefits of the plant and decided to try this new experiment, which we know right now it's not legal anywhere, but it's a very nice blend. And if you don't smoke and you don't like to smoke, it's a great way of trying THC because if you like a good beer, you get a nice little buzz. Other than the alcohol, it's very nice.
And we actually work with extremely good quality THC. We find top producers in Mexico.
Oh, of course.
Made in Mexico, and we synthesize in our lab, and then we do the whole process. And when we have the beer done, we incorporated the THC, but it's almost doing in a lab, and it's just
we would love to come someday and see the process because I know a lot of people are interested in not just seeing the final product but seeing how it's made, and there's a lot of beer lovers and I've been to some beer factories, so the whole process I love it. I'd love to come and see how you guys work.
We spend like 30 to 35 days depending on the temperature and everything and the style we're making, like at least 30 to 35 days to make a batch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's good. And I just want to highlight something that you were mentioning right now is that, remember guys, cannabis is not just smoking it, it's also vaping it, which we have vape right here. It's, drinking it. You can add it to foods. Like this doesn't have any THC, but you could add it to like food. So there's different ways, topicals, tinctures. So always remember that it's not just smoking. And once it becomes legal in Mexico, that's gonna come out more. Like there's different ways. It's not just someone smoking.
Just like the tacos we have now.
Yeah, because we have another friend who has a great mezcal called Cachondo. It's really good mezcal, and he's also a cannabis aficionado. And he came out, and my buddy Jimmy tried it, and you've tried it, and it's a mezcal that has THC. And we actually cooked the tacos that you saw us enjoying before the interview with this mezcal. So the tacos as well had THC. So we're going to be flying in a bit. Oh my goodness.
That's right, yeah. We'll see where this takes us.
Exactly. Corte.
I want to mention something about this that I'm drinking, right? So I already had some before this, and I can tell you that, it's clean. And by that I mean that it doesn't leave like an aftertaste. I've tasted a lot of beers in Mexico that are, like they make them here. What do they call them? Small batches?
Artisanal.
Yeah. And, I try them and I'm like, and, I'm just being nice to the host or whatever. And I'm like, it tastes good. But you can always have that aftertaste, or sometimes it's too bitter, or sometimes, like, it's just too pungent because they put too many flavors in there, or I don't know. I'm not an expert. But yeah, this one's clean.
Definitely. He's a maestro cervecero for real, dude. Yeah. The beer, I mean, look at the hop. Look at this.
And I think I can tell you guys, in Colorado, they have a lot of like small breweries, microbreweries. I think it's the second state with the most.
Yeah, after California, it's just a part of the
Actually, I think Oregon has even more.
Yeah,
Oregon. And so, we have a lot. So I have a lot of, I've tasted a lot of microbrews. And so this is pretty good. It's pretty good. And this is Mexican, and this is small batch. And yeah, man, cheers to the brewmaster.
L'chaim! Prost! Cheers! Salud!
Kampai.
This one's pretty good too. It's different.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the one that I like to taste the most.
Yeah.
Out of the three, they're all very good. They're all very different. That's what I like too. They all have their own unique taste. Oh. And this one, like I told you the other day, there's something about it.
Yeah, that's
at least what I enjoy in a beer is this kind of bitter. Yeah, I love it, man.
Yeah, that's very special. It's a double IPA, which is very hoppy, actually, very very hoppy. And very alcohol inside. And we work with 4 hemps, with an American yeast, and also with 4 malts to create that beer. So it's quite unique. We call the Green Marvel. Mm-hmm. We create a hero for each bottle. So that's the Green Marvel. This is the Magic Shadow, and the other is the Crazy Blondie. Those are the 3 styles we're producing now, and we are just giving it, friends and family for.
But the beautiful part is that all the money goes where?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say is we started with doing our beer for us, and then
without THC.
Yeah, without THC many years ago. So friends, come to our houses and say, "Oh, can I buy a carton of that?" Yeah, we increased the batch from maybe 10 to 20 boxes to 40 boxes. So we doubled the production because 6, 7, maybe 9 friends just want to have the same beer that we're having. So we decided that we are gonna support, or we start supporting a foster home in Mexico City with 22. Well, starting with like 22, and now it's 43 kids.
That's awesome.
From 0 to 4 years old. Very precarious situation.
And so it's not legal to sell beer with cannabis. What they do with the money, it goes to these kids. It's awesome. It's beautiful.
Yeah. So instead of asking for money to support the foster house, foster home, we give you the same amount of money. We give you with beer. So that's the deal. So awesome. you give us $50. We give you $50 in those beers.
Worth of beer.
You cannot buy it anywhere in Mexico. So that's the deal. And we almost producing like 3,000 bottles per month now.
Okay.
So it's still growing.
So we can all get high while drinking beer in Mexico. God damn it, I love it.
I think I'm feeling something because I can't think of what my question was going to be. So I'm also like confused in Spanish and English. The
Spanglish.
Yeah, the past few months I'm starting to get lost in that. But here in Mexico they call it lúpulo. But what do they call that?
Hemp.
Hemp? No, but they call it the little.
Yeah, hemp. Hoppy.
Hops.
Yeah, hops.
The hops. So. Just so you guys know, cannabis, Cannabaceae, which is the family of cannabis, it's also in the...
It's cousin.
Yeah, it's like cousin of hops.
Yeah.
So actually there's some hops in the US that they have a small amount THC. So it's very small, but the hops also produce cannabinoids. So that's something to keep in mind. It's interesting that when people go like, oh no, that's marijuana. Well, it's the same. It's almost the same family, like you said, they're cousins. Yeah. And you can find some hops that have THC, cannabinoids in them. Not too many, but still.
And this beer has 4 hops and 4 malts inside. So with American yeast that we use, and it's
your yeast comes from the U.S.
This one, yes.
Okay.
From the Crazy Blonde is a British one.
Oh, baby.
But this is, the color is...
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's almost a barley wine. It's mouthful. It's strong body.
Yeah. Definitely. The aftertaste is what I love the most.
It's full body,
Yeah, full body, amazing taste. Like Sar said, he's starting to feel it, and it's for real. I mean, the other day we hung out.
2 beers.
I had 2 beers. Only 2, dude, between all of us, because he did the same thing. He let us try this, me and Simon and him, and then the next one, and then this one. And when I got home, I was like, God damn, dude, I am flying. I had a great time, and I'm so happy that we were able to sit down with you and actually do this again and show everyone your amazing product, because it's beautiful from the concept to the message to everything, and that's why I also wanted to show everyone, because in the back of each label, which you could check out on their webpage, or they have an Instagram now as well, you can check out, and it's all about the Day of the Dead and what this means in Mexico and to us, and why it's so important. So you guys should really check this beer out, not just because it's delicious, it gets you very high, but it's the message behind it is beautiful, and that's why I was like, no, we're doing this again, and I'm gonna interview you, man.
And actually, we think much more behind our taste, our pleasure doing the beers or the kids we're helping. How can we create a community that get involved with the project? And we are supporting the producers. We producer here in Mexico. Well, actually, we are giving jobs the people in the factory. the mini distribution channel that we have for the friends and family. So when you count, maybe 10 or 15 people are benefiting from the production. So
that's a big difference.
Yeah, small business, of course, but
but every grain of sand is important.
Yeah.
And you're doing a beautiful thing. What about this ham? Are we supposed to eat it with this beer?
Yeah, you can try with this.
I'm going to try it because that looks good. I had the tacos were amazing. They were shrimp tacos estilo gobernador style. That's from the north here in Mexico. So good. Jimmy made them. Did you like them? They were awesome. Now he said that this goes, because we had the tacos with the first two beers, and now we're going to have the jamón serrano from Spain with this one. Joder, macho. A ver. Joder, tío. I'm so stoned.
I think you should open another one.
Another bottle?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Also keep in mind that these beers have, they have 7%. So yeah, if you're not used to I think in Mexico it's 3.5%, right?
Almost 9%.
This one, the last one.
Yeah.
The other ones have how much?
This is 4.5, which is a little bit more than
the average here. Yeah.
This is 6.5.
Okay.
And this is 8.7.
Yeah, so it's pretty, even just beer, even if you didn't have THC, if you drink 2 or 3, you are going to have
I don't know Sar that long, but yeah, I can definitely see in his face that it's starting to kick in, man. No, it's great. And what I love about it is that, because I've tried a lot of edibles and I've tried a lot of drinks, and I don't have a problem with it. You can taste the weed. And there's nothing wrong with that, but a lot of people don't want it, dude. So that's something that surprised me about this beer. It's great beer, period. The beer is delicious. And plus it's got that extra. How long did it take you? Because you told me that at the beginning it tasted and you had to work on that.
Almost a year to have this.
To remove the cannabis taste, yeah.
Yeah, the after one.
Yeah. It's kind of grassy. If you guys don't know what cannabis tastes like, it's kind of like grass.
Yeah, like land, grass. Like dirt, like,
Go eat some grass and you'll know what cannabis tastes like.
Exactly.
Even though that you have flower notes or in this beer, actually herbal, very, very much, but it's a hope. It's not the THC. The THC, sorry, never the flower never touched the beer actually.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, we definitely have to go and see the process.
Yeah, we'll bring it. We'll bring the show on the road and check it out and see how it's done.
Definitely.
How it's made.
So, how long have you? Because you're not from Mexico, right?
Well, actually, no. I'm from South America.
From Venezuela, like me, baby. No jodas, se aprendió esta vaina. See, I got my Calaca today. I've been here 12 years. You've been in Mexico how long?
Like 21.
Like 21 years,
I feel
man.
left out. He has one too. They didn't tell me to bring something. I would have brought my underwear. I have some underwear.
He's got some cool Calaca underwear that I haven't seen.
You can have Max with you. Yeah. That's Max. That's our puppet.
So yeah, we're very impressed. This is Calaca beer, everybody. You have to try it. Follow Calaca beer. Follow us. Give us comments. Let us, ask us whatever you want. That's what we're here for. And hopefully, I really hope that soon everyone can try this. It's a fantastic feeling. I feel amazing right now. And we're going to keep enjoying this great beer. Sar, do you have any other questions or something you want to add to the show?
No. Well, yeah, I do have a few questions. So, more about like you and, besides the cannabis and the beer, like what else you do? And like, you were saying you come from Venezuela, right?
Yeah.
So how long have you been in Mexico?
Yeah, for 21 years.
Actually, you were telling me that you've been everywhere, right? In different countries and things like that. So where else have you been?
Kind of like you, man.
Yeah, well, my father was from Spain. My mother was from Venezuela. I grew up in Venezuela. I started working. I moved to Colombia, then to U.S., and to Europe. So then back to Venezuela and back to Mexico. So I've been...
You've always been like in that agency ad stuff, right? You do
no, like actually, I used to work for the spirits and wine industry for quite a while. And for the tobacco industry, actually, too, for 10 years.
Yeah, you were with Pernod Ricard and Diageo, and then you were with British American Tobacco.
Yeah, those guys.
Awesome.
Then I decided to, step aside and create the agency, and we created a marketing agency, and that's
your bread and butter.
Yeah, that's our bread and butter.
Nice. Yeah, because when he told me, the 100% of the money goes to this organization, I'm like, what are you? Like, did you inherit $1 billion? What? Then I understood he's got a marketing agency. But yeah, you guys really got to try this. It's got an amazing background. It's a beautiful message, and like we were saying, all the money goes to these kids who really need it, and we really need the beer and the THC, so it's a perfect match.
Yeah,
I love it.
You can contact us if you want more information. We do have an email address, which is calacabeers.gmail.com, or our Instagram account, which is calacabeers. So we're there.
We're gonna put graphics. Don't worry, guys. You can write it down. It'll be in the description. Stop worrying.
You'll get it. You'll find it.
What are those? Oh, cacahuets.
Yeah, I'm getting a little munchies over here.
We're getting the munchies, man.
Something over here.
I'm gonna do another jamón serrano. Joder, macho.
What do you think about the law that just passed about the THC and the cannabis in the CBD in Mexico? What is going to happen? You see the trend, the global trends, and what is happening already in US or happening already in other countries, in Europe, for instance. Do you think it's going to come near?
Soon, you mean?
Yeah, I mean next year or this year.
I think this year.
This year.
Yes.
Full open.
Yes. Within the next 6 months. Actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
But just to keep in mind, like, even though it's going to be legalized, doesn't mean that you're going to start, you're going to have all this business and stuff.
You need to get a license.
Yeah, of course.
You need to get permits. You need to get stuff from COFEPRIS, which is the entity here who, like, how do you say it in FDA?
Yeah, I know.
So, yeah. So,
and
but
they
yeah.
take forever for everything. Even outside of cannabis, whatever, like, even just for medicine, regular medicine, they take forever, like a year or 2 years to give you a permit. Even if you have everything.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, they just take forever. So, yeah, it will be legalized, but it's going to take a while to, like, get businesses going. The best thing about this is that if you're a user and you consume cannabis in beer or whatever, you won't be penalized anymore. You won't be, sent to jail or anything like that. It would just be like, it will be legal. Yeah. So that's the best thing.
You'll be able to, have possess a certain amount of grams, and
28 grams, isn't it?
That's a lot. That's an ounce. I mean, I never walk around with an ounce. I mean, I walk around with 1-2 joints. Yeah. I've seen places where they're like, you can have 80 ounces, and it's like, what are you talking about, dude? Who needs 80 ounces, man? Put a normal number. But yeah, I mean, you'll be able to possess. Obviously, like alcohol, you won't be able to smoke in the streets like it is anywhere. When you go to the States or Canada or wherever, you can't just walk in the street and light up a joint.
Unless you're in New Orleans.
Oh, New Orleans, anything goes. Since that they didn't even wait for the legalization.
Or Vegas.
Or Vegas. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, that's what's going to happen here. SARS involved a lot with all the legal part that's going on. We're surrounded by a lot of people, lawyers and people, activists that know what's going on, and that's where we get all our info. But it's definitely going to be legal soon in Mexico. And the good thing here is that they want to legalize federally from the beginning. Yeah, and that nice. Helps because that's going to be able, for the whole country to invest and grow at the same time.
Yeah. I will say something though, like most of us have seen the bill. We've read the bill that passed the Senate, but there is a huge chance that, there's a huge, there's a movement that is starting to happen in the House of Representatives of the people that don't want it to be legal. So there might be some changes from what we've read and what we know. They might change the things. It might become more open, or it might become more closed down. So hopefully, we keep pushing, we keep promoting legalization, but there is a chance that it might actually come out a little more, not as open and as free as it is.
Bunch of commies.
Yeah. we forgot to tell. We just work with Sativa.
So it's always up Let's go party.
So actually, we're gonna have a podcast where we're gonna talk about like sativa, indica, and actually testing and stuff like that.
Okay.
Just because there's a lot of misconceptions about the subject, and we're gonna talk about that maybe in 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, but the relax effect is almost in 20 minutes you will feel it. So, but it's not actually aggressive. It's much more passive. It's relaxing effect.
If you never had cannabis, or maybe you've always smoked it and you never actually ate it, it's a different it's a different timeline, it's a different feeling. It's maybe you drink it right now, you're fine for an hour, and then hour 15 you get high. You also have to be careful with that, but it's also a different feeling. I think we were talking about this in the last podcast where when you take THC, it means what, THC delta 9 when you take it, but then when it goes into your stomach
the acid and everything
turn it into something else. It's like THC something else, and then it's even more psychoactive. So it's you can take less and get more high, or you can take the same and get really fucking high.
I dig it, man. I want to get really fucking high. How about you? He doesn't even smoke. I love it. The other day we were hanging out, his eyes were like this, blood red, and he doesn't even smoke. I love it because we had his beers too. You guys got to try this shit. This is awesome.
But yeah, I think that's about it, right?
Just say goodbye.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, guys. I hope to see you soon in the factory, and you will see the whole enchilada, how we made it, and the whole styles and the stuff. You're also gonna meet the people work behind the project, which is amazing people.
Yeah, let me just add something. This guy looks very smart. He was telling me he does other businesses. He made like some company that makes like ice, chests for like your beer and stuff like that. So, when you make these things, even with cannabis, when you're in the industry, it's all about consistency. It's always having the same product over and over and over again. And I think he's going to have something good here because as he mentioned this, before this, he was talking to me and he has that in his mind. And I think you're very like, you like to tinker and like the science and things like that. So yeah.
It's the little Jew he has inside.
Or maybe that's
actually, yeah.
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 Jimmy Fooster, everybody. Marvin Weisman.
Sar.
The one and only. This is the Weedkend Show podcast with Calaca beer. You guys got to try this. Hit us up so you can find out where to get some of this beautiful beer and help these kids that really need it. Thank you, Jimmy, for being here.
Thank you, guys, for having me.
It was awesome to share it with you again. I can't wait to go see you guys at the factory, and we can show everyone how beer is made and how you extract the THC, because I know a lot of people want to see that and learn.
That's right. Well, thanks, man.
Cheers, man.
L'chaim.
Kampai.
Drink weed every day.
Drink weed every day.